Welcome back to the free-to-play account, man, where our Kayle is now sitting pretty at level 50 on the road to being our first level 60 champion. A word of warning, the first of many in this video. This video is going to be covering booby traps and pitfalls and huge mistakes you can actually make on your account in the first couple of weeks that actually will set you back quite a lot. This is going to be in relation to how you're spending your resources, falling behind on certain things like challenges and missions, right? As you can see right here, we've been progressing reasonably well through our progress missions rewards track, and this is something you do want to focus on getting done. This first 75 missions on this track, to be honest, very easy. Get these done in the first week, okay? You might as well, because mistake number one that you could very easily bump on into is actually failing to do the mission that we have just completed right now, which is win a total of 3 lesser potions from Spirit, Force, Magic, or Void potion dungeons. Why is it so important, man, to get these potion missions done nice and quickly? Because in part 2 of your missions track, there are going to be some missions that pop up very early on once you progress into part 2 that require you to farm specific potion dungeon keeps, which is bad news because all of these potion keeps for now are open for the next 6 days. When you create a new raid account, you could farm any one of these potion keeps that you want for the first week. After that, only one of these potion keeps is open per day, and they kind of cycle unlock, right? That means that you want to progress through your missions rewards track as quickly as possible and get to those specific potion keep missions in part 2 of your missions track as quickly as you possibly can. You're also going to get a huge gem reward here along the bottom rewards track as well for completing the first 75 missions, as well as a bunch of gems that pop up as just mission rewards as you go as well. These are also crucially important to get right. Before we get to those, our account is level 27 right now, and so we did also pick up Ugo. This is another epic champion alongside Tagore that was just delivered completely for free to my account inbox because I signed up using this beginner promo link right here, man. The beginner promo link down below at the top of the video description box is how I created this new account and got off to the crazy good start that we got off to in this video series, right? Basilios Uranus is our free day 1 starter legendary champion. Whole bunch of free epic champions, as you just saw in my roster, are going to arrive on your account as well as you level that account up. Very good stuff. And of course, getting Thorlin Foulbeard as our free day 1 legendary champ from the promo code Demon Slayer on day 1 of our new account as well has got us off to this incredible start, man. So there's the Ugo, there's the Basilios Uranus, and there's the Thorlin Foulbeard as well, who's going to be our second, when he eventually loads up, our second level 60 champion on this account right after the Kayle. And that's just because the Kayle is so easy to get fully upgraded. And we're going to be talking about spending skill bucks on the account as well in just a second, but it's so easy to get the Kayle fully booked on up. And we're also going to be farming a crap loads of our Apprentice Pass rewards as well by leveling up and by ranking up the Kayle. So that's just another reason why I prefer to take the Kayle up to level 60 just before the Thorlin and take the Thorlin up as the next level 60 right after the Kayle would be my path. So we can just blast our way through this rewards track and pick up a whole boatload of free stuff, some of which is actually more more rare skill bucks to keep on upgrading the Kayle. Now, that's going to bring us to another tip or mistake, I guess, that we're going to cover right here. While in the super early game like this, it's totally fine to just dump all of your rare skill tomes into your Kayle in week 1 and just get your Kayle fully booked as quickly as possible, or whatever your starter champion is, getting them fully booked as quickly as possible. However, you typically don't want to be doing this outside of the first week of your account, right? That's the mistake that you don't want to be making. The only time you ever want to be spending your skill tomes outside of booking up your starter champion in this way and just getting them booked as quickly as possible is going to be during CVC events or clan versus clan events, right? CVC for short. And so one thing we are going to do in this episode actually is just quick join a clan and just get ourselves in a clan. And yeah, we can actually start in the future at least thinking about getting involved in CVC events when they come on up. Clan versus clan event comes up once every 2 weeks, and that is the event that you need to be saving your skill books for. Now, first thing what we would do when we join a new clan like this is scroll on down and just make sure that it's actually an active clan. This clan looks fairly new. There's only one guy who's been offline for about 10,000 years. His name is Spokoni Sigma. See, I think I remember reading this on an ancient Egyptian tablet somewhere, like in hieroglyph form, this account is that bloody old. We're fine to stay in the super beginner clan for now, but yeah, don't be afraid of just instantly leaving your clan and joining another clan. If you join a clan and like half the clan has been offline for 20,000 years, right? It's just not worth sticking around for. Anyways, another thing we've been doing in the campaign is we farmed a hard campaign all the way up to stage 9 campaign. This is a very special campaign stage for us to reach, and I'm going to get to why in just a second. But if I go back onto normal campaign difficulty as well, you can see that we went through all of these normal campaign stages and farmed up 3 stars on all of these stages, meaning we cleared every single stage using 2 or fewer champions and incurring no losses, right? So Kale and Thorlin teaming up to get that done for us. So now we get to click on all of this free stuff along this bottom rewards track right here, man. Gems, experience boosts, lovely stuff, silver, more gems, shards. It just piles in and piles in and piles in. Even some more rare skill tomes right here as well to help us fully buck up the kill. And just now realizing I had 1 or 2 more stages to get 3 stars on. Okay, there we go, man. Now that they're all done, we can also pick up our first void shard on this account, which I implore you, do not open your early game shards, right? Oh god, we're getting like the progressive chance tutorial here, which is just like baiting new players into this idea that they should pull their shards. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Ancient shards, void shards, hold on to all of these. We're going to be talking about when you should be spending these resources on your account in a later video. Now, we just collected a crap load of gems, by the way. In fact, we just got even more gems to collect as well from ranking Kale up to rank 5. We completed one of our monthly quests. That's another 100 gems right there. The game really throws a lot of free gems at you. We've got progression rewards here as well, by the way, that we can go ahead and click on all of these. You get so many free gems for just leveling up your account, doing these basic objectives that we talked about like in last video and a bit in today's video as well. Thing is, all of these free gems that you get dry up very quickly. What you absolutely do not want to do is go into your gem shop and start spending these gems willy-nilly. Oh man, I couldn't get like a shard pack, bro. It says hot on it. That must mean that it's a good deal. It isn't. It's a bad idea, right? Don't do it. There are times, very niche times in the future where you might want to spend gems on shards. You might want to spend gems on energy refills in future. These tend to be a pretty good spend, but not for you, not right now. Your priorities with spending gems on a beginner account, first and foremost, dump all of your gems into upgrading your gem mine building. This is going to give you a passive income of gems that's going to last you forever. Now, while getting the gem mine fully upgraded, it takes like a good few months, 4 or 5 months. It's like it takes you a long time to earn your gems back and for this to sort of pay for itself, but it will pay for itself. If you were planning on playing Raid for any extended period of time, right? And Raid is one of those long-term grindy games where you might be working on an account for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you know? It's one of those kinds of games, and so the gem mine is always an incredible investment. All you gotta do is log in every day and just click on your gem mine one time, and you can collect up to 15 gems a day that way, just from the gem mine being rank 3, you know? So all of those gems, it's gonna cost 1,500 gems in total to get the gem mine fully upgraded. That is gonna be your first spend on gems. Once you've got the gem mine fully upgraded, you can then go ahead and pick one of your champions. It might be the Kale, it might even be your Thorlin Foulbeard. Point is, once the gem mine is fully upgraded, your next priority is going to be to buy the mastery scrolls for one of your champions. Just one, and one time ever. You should never spend your gems to unlock mastery scrolls ever again on your account after this point. There are other more efficient ways to farm your mastery scrolls in the Minotaur's Labyrinth dungeon. However, when you're in the super early game, you might want to go ahead and do this and just commit the get all scrolls button right here and just commit the 800 gems required to just instantly buy out all of the mastery scrolls for your first level 60 champion who's going to be your campaign farmer and who's going to be really carrying your account at the super early game. For me, I think it would probably be the Kale, but to be honest, seeing as though that I would also recommend taking Thorlin up as your next level 60 right after the Kale, you could go ahead and do this for the Thorlin Foulbeard instead. After you've spent your gems to do this, it is then time to spend your gems and silver to incrementally unlock your market slots so that you can actually buy things like, well, useful stuff like mystery shards from the market, and eventually ancient shards when they start to pop up every now and again in the market shop as well. These are always worth refreshing the market for. Actually, don't ever click the refresh button, by the way. This is never ever worth pushing. Don't spend gems to refresh it. The market refreshes on its own. Check in on the market every now and again and be buying these mystery shards shards and ancient shards whenever they pop up from the market. They are always worth your silver, but in order to do that, you will eventually need to spend gems to unlock these other slots in your market. Just make sure that you don't do this super early on. Not worth doing. Better saving up your gems for other things like upgrading the gem mine and grabbing your masteries. Once you've unlocked all of your market slots, you can then start to unlock all of these slots in your Guardian Ring. Don't bother upgrading the slots in your Guardian Ring. Not super worth it. Just unlock all of the slots so you have 5 slots unlocked in here, and this is a great way to be leveling up champions even when you're not online. So we've talked about gems, we've talked about your early skill books and how you want to be using these in the super early game, and actually, would you know it, we just about now have enough books to maybe get the kill fully booked. Never mind, we're missing one more skill book on his A3 to get that cooldown reduction on his poison skill, which is a very important skill to get fully booked, so he requires one more skill tome. After this, we're never going to be spending skill books ever again on this account outside of a CVC event. That's just the way that it is. Another note with skill books as well is make sure that if you've got epic skill books on your account, that you are only ever spending epic skill books on epic champions. This sounds obvious to like more veteran players, but it's not unheard of for new players to accidentally be spending epic skill tomes to level up the skills of their Kale, for example, who's a rare champion. Don't be doing this, right? Epic skill tomes are much harder to come by than rares, and you want to save these epic books for your epic champions, legendary tomes for legendary champions, so on and so forth. You get the idea. Next up, man, using chickens and ranking up your champions. So our Kale is sitting at level 50 right now, and we are just in the process of just leveling up more food champions, like for example, this little incubus right here, leveling up more food champions up to 5 stars so that we can feed them into the Kale and get him up to 6 stars and making our first 6-star champion on this account. And this is another one of those things where the rules change outside of the first week or two of your account. While it's super important early on to just blast your Kale up to 60 as quickly as possible, or your Thorlin up to 60 as quickly as possible if you want him to be your first level 60, that's fine as well. That's all well and good in the first week of your account. After the first week of your account, never be ranking up your champions to 5 or to 6 stars, especially when there is not a champion training event or a champion training tournament active. So I'm in the events tab right now, and you can see there's a champion training event coming up starting tomorrow, and this is just going to reward you with free stuff on your account, skill books, silver, sometimes relic crafting materials, which if you're a brand new player, that won't mean a lot to you right now, but I swear these things can be quite valuable, and just other useful resources on your account. And you get points in these events just by ranking up and by leveling up your champions. So what you actually want to do in the long term on your account is actually save up a bunch of champions like Incubus here and just leave them sitting at level 30 so that they're ready to rank up to 4 stars. And likewise, if you've got some like 4-star food champions, like a 4-star Incubus, level it up to level 40 and just leave it at level 40. Don't rank it up until the champion training event or champion training tournament starts. They come around usually once every few days. You don't have to wait that long, but it's worth holding off sometimes just to maximize your points in those tournaments and those events, those champ training events. For the free stuff. Next pointer, do not be rank 16ing any artifacts in your account that are 3 stars or lower in quality. They are never worth it. Even the 4-star artifacts will drop off eventually. I ranked 16 Tholin's Shield right here just to give him a bit more defense more than anything. It's not a good cruel shield, to be fair, but he was dying on certain campaign stages and I wanted to farm 3 stars on every stage, so I made a 1 exception for this 4-star shield right here. You're also going to have some challenges and some challenges and some quests for upgrading certain artifacts and well, for collecting artifacts first in these artifact challenges right here, but also for upgrading certain artifacts up to rank 16 and stuff like that. And so yeah, you're going to be forced to rank stuff up sometimes, but just as a word of warning, 4-star or higher artifact quality is going to be your best friend in the beginning, and I don't want to turn this into like some artifact upgrade guide, which pieces of gear are worth upgrading and which ones aren't. It's going to become too much, and so that's going to be in a separate video. In fact, if you just type in YouTube Cobb Raid Ultimate Artifact Guide or something like that, you'll probably get the most recent version of the latest, well, Ultimate Artifact Guide video that I've done on this channel, and that should help you get to grips with what actually makes an artifact good on your account and worth upgrading compared to what makes an artifact just generally a piece of crap. You should generally though have the mindset that basically all gear that you get on your account, minus maybe like a couple of the pieces of like the lifesteal gear, most of these are pretty crap on the kill as well, to be honest, but most of these pieces of gear, almost every single piece of gear you get in the first few weeks of your account is going to be garbage. It's going to be rotten. It's going to be trash. It's going to not really be worth upgrading. And if you do upgrade it, it should be with the understanding that you're going to replace it very, very quickly. After like the first month of your account, almost all of this gear is going to become obsolete very, very quickly indeed. So just bear that in mind. Next mistake, and I've already almost touched on this one a little bit, but it is going to be don't fall behind on your challenges and your missions, right? The challenges have some very weird missions, as you can see right here, like win 5 chest plates from stage 5 of Kaerok Castle. Eventually when you get these, like these are easy to get done and you should do them while your champions are still level 50 for the most part and just get through these challenges. It's going to get you some rare skill tomes for ranking up your kill and stuff like that, so they're worth doing anyway. Eventually you're going to get challenges in this challenge menu where it's like win, I don't know, 5 gauntlets from Sewers of Arnok that give attack percentage as the main stat and are at least rank 3. And it's like, that's very specific, and you're going to get stuck on some of these challenges for a little while. My advice, get them done while your champs are still level 50 and while you're still just kind of leveling up food champions and progressing your kill up towards 6 stars. It sucks to have to go back to do these later on your account. You know what I'm saying? As for your missions rewards track, the missions button is just behind my camera right now. Yeah, I've already mentioned, get your first 75 missions done and progress a little bit into part 2 missions as well, all in the first week of your account for reasons that I've already mentioned, but also because honestly, if you're a brand new player into Raid, the early game missions are just going to introduce you to a lot of different areas of the game, right? They're going to teach you about upgrading artifacts, they're going to introduce you to all of the basic dungeons in the game and get you farming the mega early stages of those. They're going to teach you about getting your first arena team set up as well. Missions are actually just a very, very good conduit for new players to kind of, conduit, is that even the right word? Whatever, they're a good vehicle for learning for new players to just introduce you to new games, teaching you what affinity bonuses are and stuff like that. Speaking of which, man, if you do play some Classic Arena, and you should, to get used to the game mode and stuff like that and just see what it's all about, don't spend any of the medals that you get from Classic Arena just yet in your Great Hall to level up any of these nodes. We'll touch on that in a future video. In fact, the next video that's going to be going up in this mini sort of like beginner series that we're working on here on this account is going to be just like a rapid fire session of like 40 quick tips, just kind of blurted out, rapid fire style, where I'm just going to cover as much crap as I possibly can in a single video. One thing that I didn't touch on actually with clans, we did join a clan just here. Make sure that when you join a clan, you do actually collect up some of the missions right here in your clan quests section. I'm going to pick up some nice easy ones and some silver from selling artifacts. We're collecting a lot of garbage artifacts. That shouldn't be too hard for me to do over the next 6 days. These reset once a week after all, so some other easy ones we could do. Place decreased defense debuffs in Classic Arena. This one's nice and easy because we have the Ugo on our account, and Ugo has a decreased defense debuff, and so that's another thing that we can do. It's kind of funny. Not a single quest in the clan has been taken in this clan that I'm in right now, so that's pretty funny. Also place increased speed buffs in Classic Arena as well. We can also do that one also, which is just another reason, by the way, to make sure that you start off an account using the beginner promo link down below at the top of the description box, because it's going to get you to go as an epic quality support champion. He brings increased speed, and just a fantastic buff that you need in basically all of your teams in this game. Speed being the best stat in the game. Again, we'll get to that in another video. But having to go so you can complete that clan quest with the increased speed buffs in Classic Arena, very, very good. And then the Ugo is bringing the decreased defense on her too as well. And so 2 absolutely premium quality epic champions right here that we've got from the promo link already. And so that is the official day 2 of this new account, man. I'm just going to go ahead and keep on farming it up with the Kayle as our leader here. Whole bunch of 3-star food champions getting thrown into this team as well, so that these food champions are getting 75% of the experience in this total group as I farm these guys up and just get them ready to use as chickens for the kill. The grind goes on. That's what the account looks like so far, and hopefully I covered a whole bunch of pitfalls right here that you could avoid as a new player to not screw over your account in the first week and waste those precious early resources. If you feel like I missed anything in this video, by the way, man, which I almost certainly did, new player traps that like beginners can fall into inside of Raid Shadow Legends that I didn't cover in this video, and you're a more experienced player watching this, please do go ahead and pop them down below in the comments comments, man. This is going to be like a beginner series after all, and so any help that veterans can give in the comment section to new players that are following along with this playlist is going to be utterly crucial, so make sure to scroll on down there and check the comments if you are a newer player following this series. As my kill just dies randomly on this stage, man. What the hell? I swear that never happens. That's ridiculous. Anyways, screw it. We're just going to leave the video on that bombshell. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you look at us play along with this series, start a new raid account of your own, man, then get it done using the beginner promo link that is down below at the top of the description box right now, man, for the Basilius Roanus legendary opener. Probably going to be like the third level 60 on the account, by the way, Mr. Roanus, so definitely worth building on out. Whole bunch of free epic champions, and just the best start you could hope for, man, in 2025. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm going to catch all of you guys in the next one.